Hey Swifties, it's Monty. Thanks for listening to AP Taylor Swift. This summer, we are digging into our own vault of episodes. Did you know that we've done over 180 episodes or something already? We wanted to bring back some of our favorite ones. If you have been with us from our very enchanting beginnings, then thank you. Thank you so much for listening. And if you have joined us just now or at some point along the ride, we hope these episodes help you discover some of the gems from our back catalog. We've had some hilarious conversations, some more serious ones, and our hope was to use this summertime to kind of share some of our favorite episodes and bring them back to the surface so that you can relive them all over again. But first, I also have some exciting news. The three of us spent some time together this past summer in Chicago, and we've got a super exciting slate of new episodes coming for you in the fall and in the year to come. So if you love listening, I hope that you will enjoy the episodes, but also take the time to share it with a friend, send it to somebody else, another Swiftie in your life, or give us a shout out on social media. We are on Instagram and TikTok, and we are a fully self-run podcast. It's just the three of us. We do everything ourselves from recording, editing, and everything in between. So we would just really love the support. If you like what you are hearing and if you enjoy our conversations, please consider spreading the word. We also have a Substack. If you don't already subscribe, it's free to subscribe, and we put a lot of interesting content. Every week we do some extra credit where we go a layer deeper and share some of our thoughts. This is always really fun for all of the hosts to write. It's another surface where you can go further with us, and we love getting your comments and hearing your reactions. So consider giving us a follow on Substack as well. You can find our link in the show notes. We have our ideas, but you're all our listeners. So if you have ideas for us and you want us to try new things, our ears are open. And if you are able and willing to support, we do have a few options for paid subscriptions as well. You can get a paid subscription on Substack where you get access to some special content. If you listen to us on Apple Podcasts, there's also a way to go ad-free if you pay for the subscription there. We appreciate you all. We hope you'll enjoy this episode. Hello, and welcome to AP Taylor Swift,
the podcast for Swifties who love to overanalyze lyrics. We're your hosts.
I'm Jen.
I'm Jody.
And I'm Monty.
And we're your unofficial professors of Taylor Swift. Hello, and welcome to another episode of AP Taylor Swift. This week we are doing a deep dive into Blank Space. Blank Space was on, of course, 1989, which came out in 2014, and then again 2023 on Taylor's version, and was written by Taylor Swift, Max Martin, and Shellback. So the way we do our deep dives is we will go through line by line, thinking about who's the I, who's the you, and then what's the purpose of the song. Then at the end, the three of us will circle up and say what we each thought the purpose was and see if we agree, disagree, or yes and each other. We've been doing a lot of yes ands lately on our purposes. So let's get into it. Blank Space. I remember when this came out, and I remember just the name Blank Space being like an intriguing title.
Yes, nobody knew what they were getting themselves into.
What I remember of this song is the interactive game. Do you remember the game that they had? Oh my God, there was a mobile game that took place inside of the mansion, and you had to like find the different things that you don't know this. Oh my God,
I don't think I was like that much of a Swift fan.
What I really remember about 1989 is it came out when I was in grad school. So I remember buying the CD and listening to it, but I did not have the time to do fun things with my life.
I was in business school, so I had time. It was an iOS Android game. It was called the Taylor Swift Experience.
It's incredible.
It was a partnership with American Express. And you basically, it's the best version of Mist starring Taylor Swift. As Swift moves throughout the house with the unfortunate boyfriend du jour lip-syncing the lyrics, all the while you can explore each of the 6 rooms for Easter eggs. For example, a book called My True Loves, which is actually a handwritten lyrics and Polaroids of her cats. There are 40 collectibles in all. and each room was captured in 360 degrees via a touch screen. It was really fun. It was so fun. Anyway, that's what I remember about Blank Space. But on to the lyrics.
The non-satirical blank space was when she was ready to adopt Benji to get her third cat. She had a blank space for the third cat in her life.
All right.
That's amazing. Nice to meet you. Where you been?
I could show you incredible things. I feel like you have to bring that other line. Otherwise, what
That's
does that
true.
mean? Like,
Well,
nice
I mean,
to meet you. Where you been?
I just think it's such an this is such an iconic song.
Correct.
Like everything from the music video to the lyrics to the
To the
music.
enchanted reference of it being nice to meet someone or enchanting to meet someone.
Yeah, enchanted to meet you.
I'm
Yeah,
just
I
saying.
mean, like actually, yeah, good point, Jen. That's why I paused, Jody. It was intentional.
Nice to meet you. Where you been? Enchanted.
Done.
But like what a contrast, right?
Correct,
From
yes.
it was enchanting to meet you to
Where have you been?
we're getting casual now. Like forget the fairy tale, forget the enchantments.
I do like the where you been as a like, because knowing what happens later in the song, I got a blank space, baby, I'll write your name. But the where you been is like chop chop. Like
Yeah, hello.
Yes.
waiting.
Yeah.
There's
waiting for you.
impatience in that.
Impatience. Yes. It's very like no frills.
But it's
Yeah.
also when you pair it with I could show you incredible things, there's so much confidence
Yes.
in
Yeah.
that. Like,
Yeah.
what's up with you? I'm here and I can show you incredible things.
It's not just that like I've been waiting for you. It's
No.
like you have needed me in your
Correct.
life.
Correct.
You're late to the appointment that's gonna change your life.
Right.
Yes.
And how will it change your life? Magic,
great.
madness, heaven, sin.
Ugh. That line. I remember
The
listening
best.
to it and it's just like everyone gets to that line and we're all like, okay,
'Cause
that's where the song's
yeah,
going.
By the third line,
yeah.
you're like, okay. It kind of reminds me a little bit of we're happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time.
Yeah.
It does.
Miserable and magical, right? There's this
Yeah.
miserable and magical quality to that line.
Yes. And I was trying to think of these four words like they all represent so much. Like heaven and sin definitely has the religious undertones of total opposites. Everything has a lot of implications. Like magical is like this world of just a lot of times she'll reference old magic kind of things that are predate any religion, just basic human
Very mystical.
concepts.
Yeah.
And then there's madness, which is kind of a state of being, like it's a mental state. It is, again, something very human. Then you have heaven, which is this religious kind of reward reference. And then sin, which is also a religious context, but very different in that, I mean, sin has a lot of connotations associated with it too, right? Like it's bad, but it's desirable. It's like guilty pleasures.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah.
Well, and I think the two pairs are also like, they say there's a thin line between love and hate, and I think these are also, there's a thin line between them. Like, is someone actually harnessing magic, or are they just crazy? Is something heavenly, or is it sinful?
Right.
That there's
I love that
thin line between, and
I call chocolate cake sinful. It's like
exactly. It could be both. You could say this is heavenly if you're enjoying it, or it's sinful because you're feeling kind of bad about enjoying it. Yeah. And I think magic and madness is there too. Like, especially if we go back to like, I mean, we've talked about this in like Don't Blame Me and other stuff. Go back to witches stuff of, is this woman actually truly doing magic, or is this just a crazy woman in the woods right now?
Yeah. Is it magical, or is it just insanity?
Yeah.
Saw you there, and I thought, oh my God, look at that face. You look like my next mistake. Loves a game, wanna play.
The confidence in this song, I mean, through the whole song, but it opens just so like, it's also, she does ask like wanna play, but it's not really asking. Like, she's going into this knowing.
Play?
Yeah. Yeah. I always love the line, "You look like my next mistake." Like, we talked about this in the satire episode, but the idea of seeing someone and being like, "This is a bad idea. Ha, let's do it." It's so funny.
I've been looking for it. She's like,
Exactly, yeah.
I'm on the search for
There
my
are
next
two
mistake.
songs that come to mind immediately. Enchanted, saw you there, and I thought,
Yeah.
like, oh my god, look at that face. Like, that is Enchanted in 2 lines. But you look like my next mistake is I knew you were trouble. Right?
Yeah.
I knew you were trouble when you walked in, right? I clocked it. I knew what I was going to get myself into from the beginning. But here she's like, loves a game, want to play. Like, you look like a mistake, but you know what? Let's play.
What I love that comparison, and what I love about it too, I knew you were trouble puts the impetus on the other person. You were trouble. And
Right.
this one is saying, you're a mistake that I'm going to make.
My mistake.
Let's play. It's like,
Yeah.
who's owning the decision? And in this one, she's saying, oh, I'll own this decision.
Right.
No problem. New money, suit and tie. I can read you like a magazine.
The new money is so interesting
Yeah.
because she's immediately, now she's starting to characterize the other person beyond what they mean to her, right? That you look like my next mistake and I can show you these incredible things. Now it's saying, okay, you have new money.
Yeah.
Suit and
It's
tie.
also
You're
like,
dressed
because
up.
she is new money, right? Like, to me, or maybe she's not, I don't know, but I assume like
She was like upper middle class. If you would say old money, you'd be saying like the Vanderbilts. Yeah.
Right. That's what I'm like,
Yeah,
well,
yeah, yeah.
I don't know her whole dad's background, but like her mom, like
Not
maybe
a
her mom is
Vanderbilt, as
old
far
money.
as we know. She's Emily Dickinson. She's related to Emily Dickinson.
But yeah, like it's funny because new money comes with so much characterization, and she kind of also falls into that. So it's just interesting to call it out when she's talking about who she's looking for.
Or this guy. I don't know that's who she's looking for. It's who this person is. And I think we're starting to get a character of who this person is.
Yeah. So the new money, suit and tie, there's definitely like, there's the idea that when people are rich, they actually don't dress like they're rich. You know, it's the people who want to look rich who dress really nice. If someone's really rich, they typically don't dress that nice. So the fact that it's new money, suit and tie, to me reads insecurity, and her saying, I can read you like a magazine.
Exactly.
It's characterizing this other person as simple, insecure, and someone that, I can take advantage of this and be in control here.
I know what
no
this
problem.
is.
Exactly. Yeah. This isn't complicated. You really aren't that deep, so this is going to work for what I'm trying to do
Easy
here.
to figure out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's a prey. It's like a prey thing. It's like she's found her prey and she's ready to go.
Ain't it funny? Rumors fly. And I know you heard about me.
It's so casual for something that like could be and probably was horrible sometimes. But ain't it funny that rumors fly and I know you heard about me is like, one, that it's rumors. So like, rumors fly and you've heard about me. She's not saying any of it's true. She's just saying, I know you've heard about me. Like,
yeah,
I think that's some of the satire of like, hey, what you've heard about me, yeah, let's pretend that's true. Let's have some fun and pretend that's true.
But also I think this is speaking to the confidence of, I know you've heard about me. At this point of like Swiftdom, like she was famous. I also think the speaker of this is like in that position of, there's rumors, sure, and it doesn't even matter what you've heard. The point is you've heard about me.
Yeah.
Do we know at this point in time? I mean, we know because we know the song, but like, at what point do you realize this is satire or hyperbole?
I know some people who really didn't know it was satire for a really long time because it would be played on the radio and not fully like always contextualized. So they would just hear it on the radio and be like, weirdly confident song about this. Okay.
Yeah,
whatever.
I guess if a man sung this, you'd be like, yeah, that's just a dude.
Yeah.
I feel like if I'm being really thoughtful, you look like my next mistake is like the first like tip off to me that this is, it's funny. Like that's a funny line.
Yeah,
we all love it because it's clever.
See,
and I feel like,
oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was like, I feel like that's like the first tip off. I don't think I would know for sure, but like that is a line that's like flag.
Yeah, and then I think for me it goes, so hey, let's be friends. I'm dying to see how this one ends. I think that's also, I think by the end of, and I asked that question now because by the end of this first verse, grab your passport and my hand, I can make the bad guys good for the weekend. Like it's those last 3 lines that to me cement this as, oh, she's playing a game. She's playing a character here and a caricature.
It would actually be fun to watch this music video like live with both of you too and see like how we react to the music video, because it was such an amazing it was such an amazing video.
Well, I also think the idea of love is a game, wanna play, I don't think that's like an immediate this is satire, but it is a pretty big departure from her general narrative around love in albums prior to this. Most of her love narratives are like pretty sincere. I want to fall in love. I really care about this.
Especially coming off of Red, which was like...
Yeah, and then to come into love's a game, wanna play feels very flippant about a concept that has, up until this point, been taken fairly seriously for the most part.
Right.
But I think you're right. It's those last 3 lines that are like, okay.
Okay, this is what we're doing.
We did parallel songs already, but I'm like noticing a lot of parallels to Enchanted.
I don't think we would have done parallel song. I think comes out afterwards.
Oh, just kidding. Sorry. We're doing parallel songs as a separate episode, but I do notice a lot of parallels between this and Enchanted. Like we've already mentioned it twice. It just feels like a grown-up version of that song.
It's the satirical version of...
Yeah.
It's the like, okay.
It's laughing at Enchanted,
yeah,
I
thought I knew what love
I'm laughing
was.
at it.
I used to think that was like...
how things have changed.
Yeah. And also grab your passport and my hand makes me think of... Oh, God.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, which one is it, though?
Oh my gosh.
Is it I did something bad? I never trust a narcissist and I love me, so I fly him all around the world.
Yeah.
And make it look so easy.
I was like, it's definitely on Reputation.
Yeah, I can make the bad guys.
That's what I was like, have we done this deep dive before?
We
haven't.
haven't.
It seems so familiar, but it's because we did that song.
Yeah, we've done that song a couple times, and this predates that song, and so I feel like this kind of sets the stage for playing with that character of a woman in control, and making them your plaything, which also would have been a great Wife of Bath song. That was my honorable mention.
And she also in Getaway Car says we were Jet Set, Bonnie and Clyde. Yeah. So I think that also is kind of make the bad guys good, but they were bad. I know. Yeah. I also think it's not that big of a point, but I think it is fascinating that she says, so hey, let's be friends. I mean, some of that might be to rhyme with I'm dying to see how this one ends, but it's like, let's be friends. It's so casual, but it's going to end. It's like friends is not what she's looking for here.
Yeah, she could have said like, let's be my boyfriend. Although maybe she's let's be friends. Maybe let's be friends is also like joking. Like, let's be friends.
Yeah.
It's like, not really.
It just feels like an interesting word choice. Yeah. But not serious. We're not serious. Like really she's saying let's be like
friends.
I'm dying to see how this ends. Because if we want to move on, like so it's gonna be forever or it's gonna go down in flames. Like there's only 2 options.
This chorus, we were talking about satire earlier, and it feels like this chorus is the only part of the song that actually is like more authentic. Like I feel like this is where she's actually real. It's gonna be forever or it's gonna go down in flames. You can tell me when it's over if the high was worth the pain. Got a long list of ex-lovers, they tell you I'm insane. Because you know I love the players and you love the game. We'll go through it line by line. We go through it line by line, but I think for me this is like the part where if you're watching a TV show and there's like the moment where they break the fourth wall and like talk to you, to me this chorus is like the part where she's actually like being real and acknowledging the reality of the situation. And then everything outside of the chorus, the verses are just her being like,
except for because you know I love the players and you love the game. Like I kind of see what you're saying, where like if you take the music out of it, right? Because the music is also because
the music also fun. Yeah. I guess what I'm saying is like, you know, I love the players and you love the game is also like her acknowledging her part, and she does love the players. Like she likes that part of it. Like I just feel like she's being more honest in this part.
Oh, see, I think that that's a very negative characterization and not something that you would say authentically about yourself, that I love the players.
I do think it's interesting. I'm not sure where I stand, but I do think it's interesting that she doesn't say because I love the players. It's because I love the players. Yeah. And then the first verse we have, ain't it funny rumors fly, and I know you heard about me. So like it could be true, but she's not saying I love the players. She's saying, I love the players. But earlier she acknowledged that there were rumors flying. So I kind of think it leaves you in this question mark of most of the songs, she's not saying a ton about what she wants. She's acknowledging the rumors and saying those exist, and then it's like they may or may not be true. TBD.
Yeah. And even the got a long list of ex-lovers, they'll tell you I'm insane. That's not saying I'm insane. That's saying all these
they'll
people
tell you.
I mean, but I do think like got a long list of ex-lovers, like that to me is said flippantly or sarcastically because that is what other people say about her versus maybe how she would characterize that.
Yeah. I think to your earlier point about the characterization of saying, I love the players and you love the game. I do think that that's not something that you would want to characterize yourself in and like would want to admit. But that's why I feel like it's kind of real. It's like if I'm being really honest, then sure. She's like, the reality is I do kind of like it. That's how I read that line of, would never really say this, but if we're being real, to me this part is the most honest. Yeah, potentially the let's take away all the facades, but then all the facade comes back on, right? And then and I do think like the music kind of changes as well intentionally so that you have a mindset shift.
Going through line by line, I also just love it's going to be forever or it's going to go down in flames, because I would argue that's not necessarily true. And in fact, in later music, like So Long London, it didn't go down in flames. It was a quiet, slow death, you know? But she's saying in this characterization of who she is, there's two options.
Right.
Yeah. I think for this phase in life, or like what the situation the speaker is in right now, I think we're talking about a next mistake kind of life. Like she's not looking for something serious. She's looking to just mess around. And in that situation, because it's not forever, it would go down in flame, maybe, in that mindset.
I related also to a lot to Lavender Haze, where you have this outside perspective of what things are or should be. The only kind of girl they see is a one night or a wife. And I think similarly here, the only type of options they see is it's going to be forever or it's go down in flames, right? I agree.
That's a good point, because the reality could be different.
The reality is very different, but
there's other options.
We're talking about a whole song that is playing with these outside perspectives and perceptions of somebody, not your own perceptions of who you are. And so that is what I see there, is like, here's the outside perceptions of it's going to be forever or down in flames. Boom.
It's also funny because it says, you can tell me when it's over if the high was worth the pain. And she's usually the one, like our speaker. Well, okay, let's separate. But like in the case of Taylor, like Taylor's the one that usually tells everyone if the high is worth the pain. It's not usually like the other person that's doing the revealing.
But also a relationship involves two people. And it's like, you can tell me when it's over?
Yeah.
If it's worth the pain. But also, if it's over, don't talk to the person. It's over.
Well,
move on.
It's also saying, hey, it's going to be forever or it's going to go down in flames. But when it's over, so it's going to go down in flames. She's saying here's two options. Actually, it's one option.
That's true.
That's a good point. Thanks, Jen.
It's over. It's going to knock over.
Not if it's over.
So you can tell me when it's over if the high was worth the pain. Well,
there we go. Deep writing. Thank you.
I think there's that like satirical ownership here too, where she's saying, it's almost like she's saying, I'm giving you these two options. You can either be with me forever or it's going to go down in flames, which because this is a satire song, I don't think it's her saying this is what I believe, but it's her saying within this character that I am right now, these are the two options I'm going to offer. And wink, wink, actually, it's going to go down in flames. I'm actually giving you one option. You can't be with me forever. So,
which means you don't get an option.
Yeah.
If you only have one option, you don't have an option.
The power play, the power implication.
Yeah. But maybe the high will be worth the pain. That is the one, like, this might still be worth it.
Do you remember when everybody thought this was something about Starbucks lovers?
Yes. Got a long list of ex-lovers.
All the lonely Starbucks lovers, I think it was. I used to have a coaster that said that. It was great. They'll tell you I'm insane because I love the players and you love the game. There's also this difference between what I love and what you love, and that they're not the same thing.
Yeah, the I and you game here is very strong. You is this one singled out person that she has identified, and the speaker is like very clearly in control of what that you even thinks. One thing here, there's a Shakespeare reference. Love the players. The quote, the famous Shakespeare quote of, all the world's a stage and we're all players or something like that.
Men and women are merely players. I always think of basketball. Because I love the players and you love the game.
Well, she does kind of take the quote and change it and make it her own, right? Like the players and the game means she's equating it to sports. But the original quote about the players is in terms of a stage and performance. And I do think here she's doing
acting.
both. She's actually she's starting with it and then twisting it. So it's starting with I love the players as if it's all a performance, but then she says I love the game, and it changes the meaning. It changes the meaning of the previous line, but you don't get that until the next line because of the enjambment. Is that enjambment? Line break.
Yeah. And I do like that she says, and you love the game, because we just started with the beginning of this is basically saying this is two options, actually as one option, but there's going to be a lot of pain, but it might be worth it. But hey, you like the game. So it has this gambling element where it's like, hey, we're
play to win.
We're in Vegas right now, and it's like you want to roll the dice and like challenging someone who really likes to roll the dice.
Yeah.
Because we're young and we're reckless. We'll take this way too far. It's just a given.
22 vibes.
Yeah. Very much 22. More 22 vibes. It'll leave you breathless or with a nasty scar.
I like that there's the kind of pause in there. It'll leave you breathless, or with a nasty scar. Also, breathless could be good or bad.
Right.
Which is it can also be.
Yeah, exactly.
It can also be like a physical thing.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. If you're left breathless.
Yeah.
It can be romantic or it could be suffocating.
Right.
Like
got a
literally.
long list of ex-lovers. They'll tell you I'm insane, but I've got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name.
We kind of skirted over the scar, but I do think it's worth thinking about how a scar is a nasty scar is there forever. It heals, but the mark remains.
Yeah.
And you can't forget about it. A nasty scar is and just the word nasty, it's not just a light scar, a fade. It's not a clean scar.
Has she used the word nasty before?
Let's look it up.
It's just to me it's that ugly, contorted, twisted scar.
It's not a Harry Potter.
You're not happy. You don't like looking at it. But
this is the only time she uses nasty. This blank space.
Okay. There we go.
Cool. So she's using words that are not characteristic of hers, which is awesome.
Which is very telling.
Yeah.
And then I think the repeat of got a long list of ex-lovers, they'll tell you I'm insane, is in service of the title of the song, but I've got a blank space, baby, and I'll write your name. That this long list of ex-lovers has space for one more name, which goes back, Jen, to you so accurately saying that you can tell me when it's over. You will be an ex-lover. There is only one way that this ends.
And I'll write your name. Wait, okay, I love that because when I have heard this song, I've always thought about I'll write your name as let me sign you up to be my next mistake.
Yeah.
But it's specifically post breakup. It's not let me sign you up to play this game. It's let me sign you up as an ex preemptively.
Both. I think it's both. You could argue.
It's saying it's inevitably both.
Yeah, it will be both.
Right? It will be
you're
both.
Going to play this game because you will end up as an ex-lover.
Well, also just going back to the scar, because I was curious and looking it up, the only other place I could find in my brief search where she uses scar is in Lover, with every guitar string scar on my hand. So that's interesting.
Oh, because she also uses ex-lovers here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Fascinating parallel song we could do at some point if we do parallel songs 2.0.
We will have to.
But I do kind of love that she's writing the name on the list of ex-lovers. Just somehow, I know that's what the song is, but somehow it just never clicked.
Yeah.
That's why we do a deep
dive.
dive.
Yeah, because I've got a long list of ex-lovers and I'm adding you to that list. Yeah.
Their thing hasn't even started yet and she's already adding him to that.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, cool. Got it.
Yeah, she's ordering him the Uber home. She's pre-scheduling the Uber home in the morning, the night before when they're starting to hang out.
I did that once, sort of. I went on a date, but I pre-ordered my dinner to be delivered to like an hour and a half later. And so like I got to the date and I was like, I have a hard out because my dinner's getting delivered.
That's so funny.
It would have been even funnier if you did this exact thing where you ordered the Uber for the next day.
Your Uber will be here at 5 a.m. Do not wake me up. Okay.
No, that assumes that he gets something out of it. No, this was better because I was like, I got an hour and then I got dinner waiting for me. So
Anyone
Anyway.
ever writes a romance novel, like, please sneak that in there. That needs to be a thing.
I would like royalties then. Thank you very much. Cherry lips, crystal skies. I can show you incredible things. I think this is like the most iconic couplet in Taylor Swiftum.
Yeah, it's very
Visual.
and very pretty, going from they'll tell you I'm insane to cherry lips, crystal skies. I could show you incredible things. Like this on its own is like very romantic and very sweet.
You use this as like an Instagram caption, and I think people did for, like your wedding or something, and it's like, well, but you need context is important here. In this song.
Did you say caption on LinkedIn?
I said Instagram. I think
I
said Instagram.
like Jody.
I am unhinged on LinkedIn. I will fully use this on LinkedIn.
Jody's not going to talk for the next 5 minutes because she's drafting a LinkedIn post, but it's fine. She'll come back.
Fine. Great. Stolen kisses, pretty lies.
I love that we go from the cherry lips and crystal skies, which is so nice, to we have kisses and pretty, nice words, stolen and lies, not nice words.
Not as good.
Cherry lips and stolen kisses kind of is parallel.
And pretty lies and crystal skies.
Pretty lies.
They rhyme.
They
So I
rhyme.
think
Because
they are
stolen
still
kisses
rhyme.
can be a good thing,
Yeah.
right? You steal
Yeah.
kisses from someone in a time just because you want that affection. But pretty lies is not a good thing, especially when I think of Pretty Little Liars, which is like,
Yes.
I think Pretty Little Liars was out around.
Yes, it
this
was.
time.
Yes. Yeah.
but you're the king, baby. I'm your queen. So it's like, of all these things,
There's something.
I
really
think that's the
interesting about
lie.
sneaking baby in, right? That like breaks it up. Also makes it a little less serious to me. It's like, you're the king, baby.
Yeah.
And I'm your queen.
Well, I think it's really interesting that it goes from
I like
pretty
that.
lies, you're the king, baby, I'm your queen. I think that's the pretty lie right
agree.
here.
I love that. Because then I think that's kind of backed up by the next couple lines.
Yes.
Find out what you want. Be that girl for a month. Wait, the worst is yet to come. Oh no. Like,
I've always loved the oh no.
oh
Because
no.
she's the one doing it. She's like, the worst has come. Oh no,
Oh, no.
it's happening.
Yeah, and this whole idea of like, I'm gonna know exactly what you want, and I'll be exactly what you want for a month.
A month is a long time. I have to give it to her. That's some dedication.
Fair.
It's not nothing.
It's not nothing.
But then the worst is screaming, crying, perfect storms, which I do think is a parallel to Crystal Skies. So we have
Yeah.
Cherry Lips and Crystal Skies, and now we have screaming, crying, perfect storms. I can make all the tables turn.
Just very, direct.
Also just makes me think of The Office, the Michael Scott-
Turntables too, though.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
Turntables. Make all the tables turn.
Yeah.
I think of Hamilton because
She's
it
dropping
all
beats.
took place on a turntable.
Yeah, I think of the Michael Scott, how the tables turn tables, table. Like, he just, like, can't get the line out, and it's always so funny to me.
Rose garden filled with thorns. It's a very clear imagery, but
Yeah.
I guess you forget that roses have thorns until you get poked.
Well, and I think that goes back to the Magic Madness Heaven Sin, where it's
Mhm.
kind of like the good, but the potential bad. Like this,
Right.
like the idea that they can't be separated, that these are the good and the bad are thus in the same package.
Right.
And if you take one, you take the other.
You have to, exactly. And it's acknowledging the negative and the bad that comes with something beautiful like a rose garden.
Yeah. Well, and then I think it goes into that with keep you second guessing, like, oh my God, who is she? So she's a rose and she's a thorn, and that
Right.
keeps you second guessing because
Right.
And I love that. Oh my gosh, I'm just not thinking about this. I love that because it's the idea that that men want this like perfect rose, but they're unwilling to take the thorns. And then that the guys are like, "Oh my god, who is she?" And it's like, "She's a rose. Rose have thorns. This isn't new information. This is just like the picture of what this item is." And men are like, "I can't comprehend this.
She's crazy." And it's like, she's normal. This is normal.
She's a human being."
One thing that I also like is like if we're taking it all together, it's like from the wait, like I'll be that girl for a month. The worst is yet to come. But I think there's something there of like you don't know when it will come, right? Like the point is she's gonna keep you on your toes. She keep you second guessing. When she says I can make all the tables turn, the use of the word I can is like not guaranteed, right? It's not promised. What is promised is I'm going to be this girl for a month. It is going to get worse. But when she's not saying I will make the tables turn, she's saying I can. And it's kind of like I can do this at the drop of a hat. You don't know when it's going to happen. And so she's a rose garden filled with thorns. Now he knows that. She's been honest about it. She knows she's been honest about the fact that the worst is coming, but she's going to keep him second guessing and on his toes, like keep him on edge because he doesn't know when the hat's going to drop. So you know that the worst is coming, but you don't know when.
Yeah.
That's like anxiety inducing right there of just like constantly being on edge waiting.
He deserved it.
Well, and he likes it because it's I get drunk on jealousy, which is a line we should discuss, but you'll come back each time you leave because darling, I'm a nightmare dressed like a daydream. Like that's also a great line, but like you're a player who loves the game. You like it's magic madness, heaven sin, it's a rose with thorns, but you like it. That is who you are. New money, suit and tie, you're a simple man. You're into this.
Okay, did we talk about this song with Midsummer Night's Dream? Because I'm getting very big Midsummer Night's Dream.
I don't think we did, but
I don't think
that did it just come up?
I don't think we talked about Blank Space, but I am seeing a lot of
we talked about it with satire.
I'm seeing a lot of parallels to Midsummer Night's Dream because you do have I get drunk on jealousy. That whole story is magic madness, heaven,
the
sin.
Shakespeare.
Yeah, we have the Shakespeare, the play. I love the players and you love the game. Takes place in a garden, rose garden filled with thorns. You have the beauty and you have the pain and the chaos.
Yeah.
And it is a nightmare dressed like a daydream. That whole play.
Yeah.
I get drunk on jealousy, I think is a good phrase to
Yeah, and there's also like
chew on.
She doesn't say addicted, but there's a potential for addiction with saying drunk. There's something it makes her lose control when she's jealous. Like you're a different
one
person.
Of the
sins? Envy is, so yeah.
Envy, yes.
That's more of a Catholic thing, so let me double check. Yes, envy is.
Envy definitely is, you're right.
To use the phrase drunk, which, yes, I agree, usually infers a loss of control when this whole song is about control.
Yes. But it's also like, I was going to say this. I don't think it's not universally enjoyed, but it is often if someone is drunk, it's like, this is a fun thing. You know, like you think more party.
Right.
It can also be a deeply sad, obviously life-ruining thing.
Yeah.
And maybe that's why it's the metaphor. Maybe she kind of has fun with it. It's just also life-ruining.
I also think there's connotations to like hot mess, like the drunk girl.
Yeah.
Trope of just not having their lives together and being not able to control their intake.
Yeah. But you'll come back each time you leave, right?
He loves it.
Yeah. So you're just
each time you leave guarantees he's leaving multiple times.
Right.
Too.
And you are complicit. This is not like she might have control here, but you come back because I'm a nightmare dressed like I'm a nightmare dressed like a daydream.
God, I love the cleverness of those words, nightmare and daydream.
So clever. I really love that you come back each time you leave. I think there's sometimes this narrative of like, oh, crazy women are trapping men, or, you know, when the reality is it's that like it's abusive men who tend to trap their female partners. But, you know, it's the idea of like, oh, he's dating this crazy girl, but I don't know, like he's like blinded to it, or she's brainwashing him or something. And here it's saying he can leave, and in fact he does leave, and he comes back. She's not keeping him here.
Right.
He's coming back to the nightmare dressed like a daydream. Like, it does, like, I think that moment really states this guy has free will. He is fully able, capable, and does leave, but then he is also fully able and capable and does come back by his own volition. She's right. Boys do only want love if it's torture, which
I was going to say,
ahead,
so that
she's
so
not
we
wrong.
get the chorus again, and then I think
Yes.
what you're saying, Jen, brings us straight to the bridge. Boys only want love if it's torture. Don't say I didn't warn you. Boys only want love if it's torture. Don't say I didn't warn you.
One of her simplest bridges. It's like 2 lines repeated over and over again.
Because
actually,
like the
only
verses,
repeated twice.
Everything else does all the work in this song. Normally we have a big, I mean, this is still a shift in the song.
I was just gonna say it still does so much
Yeah.
work, but it's so simple. This is like one of her simplest 2 lines repeated twice.
A warning.
But loaded lines.
I think for me, I still feel like the jury's out on how sincere the chorus is. I think this to me is the most obvious moment when the veil is pulled back.
Right.
That in some way she's saying all of this is a character, and then it's like she pulls the veil back to all the girls and being like, this is what they want. I don't know what to tell you. This is what boys want. And then anyways, I'm going to go back to being that persona again.
Who is to blame here, right? That's what I get from this.
Yeah.
This
Don't blame her. She's made it clear in every song you can't blame her for anything.
Don't blame it, love. That's the next album. But we see in this song, I love the player. They tell you I'm insane. Like, I can show you incredible things. But to your point, Jen, about like you'll come back each time you leave, you boys have agency too. And you are the one that wants this.
So I always interpreted this as we live in a man's world, right? And to a lot of the degree, like what you guys were saying earlier, men will be like, oh, don't get trapped in this female, like crazy female's web, right?
Yes.
There's this sense of like, you can get trapped. And here I have her, to me, I almost hear her saying like, I'm just doing what the boys want. Like, I'm doing the public service. They only want love if it's torture. And here I am obliging, and like the don't say I didn't warn you to me is like, yes, it's like a warning to the women, but it's also to me like a commentary of like to the society of like, this is what they want. I'm just doing what they want. Yeah. And the way that, and the reason I was saying it's still doing work is she repeats it, right? I do see at one time, like the fact that it gets louder, I do see it as like pull back the veil for a second and like talking to the girls. It's like, boys only want love if it's torture. Don't say I didn't warn you. But then it's like you're screaming it for everyone to hear. And I do think it's like, to me, it's like this real session, this real moment of like, this is what you want. Don't make me be the villain. I'm literally doing what you want.
I also think because this is a shorter song when it comes to new lyrics, the primary meat of the song is a long chorus that's repeated. Right. I also think as we're reading through this that you could argue that each time the chorus is sung is being sung about a different guy. That the cyclical nature of this is like, hey, I'm gonna do this with one guy and here's something else about it. All right, and then here's the next guy. Like, it could be read that the list of ex-lovers is growing as the song goes. Because there's nothing in here that's about a consistent, it's you, but the you is interchangeable, but it's a long list, so they're supposed to be interchangeable.
Right. And it's this idea that it happens again and again and again.
Yeah, it's a cycle. It's such a fun song. Do you want to do purpose? I can go first. I don't think the song changed too much for me. I think the thing that really, it's obvious, I still think there's a lot of satire in it. I think I do ultimately agree, Monzi, that there is more nuggets of truth in here. But that to me is because as we went through it, the Magic Madness, Heaven Sin, Rose with Thorns, Nightmare Dressed as a Daydream, that I think the nugget of truth that I was seeing in here was, yes, I'm putting on this character, boys love torture, but like part of that is me. Like, I am a woman with feelings, and sometimes I am kind of a nightmare. And like, I'm not saying that Taylor, maybe she just wrote it, but like I'm saying for me as a human, I as a woman, I'm a nightmare sometimes. All humans are, like, not just women, but women aren't supposed to. Women are told to either be, like you said with Lavender Haze, a one-night or wife. You're either insane or you're the angel of the house, which was this like Victorian thing of these perfect women. That the complexity of both of those together to create a whole human. I do think we went through this song, she's saying this is a character, but some of it is true because I am complex and I do sometimes get drunk with jealousy and I do sometimes do these things. But I also am also sometimes a daydream and a rose and all of that. But because you, society, say I have to be one or the other, fine, so be it. I'll be the nightmare. I'll be madness. I'll be sin. Fine. And I think that might be why the song, one, it's a bop, obviously, but it does feel like a song that continues to be relatable because you listen to it and you're like, haha, satire. But I think we all in our heart of hearts have moments where we're like, but also I do feel that way. Like, this is kind of real. And why am I not allowed to sometimes feel this way? Like, don't hurt people, but it's okay to sometimes be a bit of a nightmare. That's what humanity is about. I just think I saw the truth in it a little bit more this time with these constant pairings of extremes.
Yeah,
I was gonna say, Monty, I see more your perspective now than I did earlier. I think before this deep dive, I would have been like, no, this song is satire, period, end of sentence. And now I definitely see, as I think is true with most satire, there's always nuggets of truth and kernels of truth, and satire is just meant to illuminate that. We'll link our satire episode in the show notes. But I think the purpose of this song for me is somewhere along the lines of the world loathes a complex woman, and this song is showing you a complex woman. And I think that's also why it was such a brilliant pairing for The Wife of Bath, because that is also the definition of a complex woman in a very different century. And I think here we have, again, just what it means to be a complex woman with feelings and who is going to be judged by the world and saying, let me take ownership of the good and the bad of how you're going to judge me and how you're going to perceive me.
Yeah, and like maybe because complex really just means real. It's like, here's a real woman, right?
Which is frightening to society
not
and the world.
extraordinary, just like actually quite ordinary. And I think
us.
so. Few things that I'm like going through my head, like every time I use the word ordinary on this podcast, I always think of Enchanted, of course. But like, I think there's really something interesting about the fact that we've made Enchanted references. And here I'm saying like, this is actually a normal person, like complex equals normal. Like she is ordinary. She's almost undoing the Enchanted and just being like, here's the reality. And that's hilarious because it is one of her more satirical songs. But she's like, in doing that, she's peeled back the curtain. She's using satire to get back to the real truth. And so there is actually more truth, I think, in this than maybe in any of her other songs for that reason, in some ways. I think one thing that I always thought that has changed for me in doing this deep dive is I used to think this was more a commentary to like media and the rumors. And I do feel like this is now a little bit more pointed at specifically like the male conversation around her. Maybe also women who like live with this male gaze, but and the concept of the patriarchy, sure. But like, I do think that there's this sense of like, you like this, you're doing this. It's kind of what I was saying in the bridge, like why that bridge is so small but holds so much power is because you do have these long choruses that just repeat. And yet in developing that story, you get to the heart of the matter is that I am actually quite normal. You all are accusing me of being this conniving, whatever, but this is what you want. This is what you like. I have to become this to fit your expectations. And this is the only way that I get to be whatever I am if I do, like, if I play it your way. And it's this like pointing out that I'm literally doing what you want. And the you is kind of the boys. Like in this song, there's a speaker, there's a I, there's a you, there's also they. And and then there's like the boys, and I feel like that is actually like kind of an object of what's being talked to in some ways. And it is really interesting because I think about like the current climate where there's this epidemic sort of the lonely boys. Like everybody's like, oh, the boys, they're lonely, they're getting sucked into gaming and AI, and there's violence and there's loneliness and they're in a really bad headspace. And to me, all I hear is like, boys only want love if it's torture. Don't say I didn't warn you. Like, how prescient, you know, to have this realization that the culture is evolving in this way where boys want this kind of toxic thing, and women are having this kind of like enlightening moment that we don't need to cater to that. Like we can own our own complexities and not just be catering to
the incels.
Yeah. For lack of a better
Amen. No, that's
yeah, because the narrative
word.
is that, because the answer is that women are supposed to lower their standards so that these men aren't lonely, and not that these men should go to therapy and become worthy of having become a desirable partner. Sorry, Jody's singleness is hurting her right now.
Like men do like men like a complex woman, and a complex woman is messy. We should not apologize for just being ourselves.
Let's be clear.
Yes, because just normal humans are messy. Yeah. Ugh, I love the song.
I know.
It's so
still
good.
top 5, I think, maybe.
Top 5, yeah. 100%. Least overrated one of her big pop songs.
I do agree with that. Yeah. Well, that's all for today. Join us next week as we deep dive and overanalyze more Taylor Swift music.
That's all we have for you today on AP Taylor Swift.
Be sure to rate and review us on your favorite podcast app. Follow us across socials at AP Taylor Swift to stay up to date.
Join us next time as we overanalyze the next Taylor Swift song on AP Taylor Swift.